This is the Iron Trader. Now the pit's closed here at 2:30. Yeah, it's about 20 minutes ago. So as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only. Not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Okay, let's see what's going on. Well, what do we have today? Well, yesterday we had a topping tail, got as high as 79.62, and today we could not reach up there. Got as high as 79.28. The key level here, that's 79.29. However, crude was a really good scalper there today. I scalped UCO twice. Very, very good. UNG on natural gas 3 times. Scalped NVIDIA, Microsoft, TQQ, and Amazon. Just a great day of trading. But we're here to look at crude oil today. Okay, so here's what we have. I don't like this top. See this? This is what they call a tweezer top. I don't like that whole situation. When you get those, usually what it does, it comes right on down. So let's look at the downside. What we want to do is watch this 8 SMA, 77.83. Right now, real time, it's 78.06. Right below that, we'll look at the 200 SMA here. Let me just take that down a little bit. Let's see. What do we got for the 200 SMA here? You got 77.65. Very, very key. And then right below, we have the Hondo at 76.89. And then right below that, we have the 21-day at 76.44. Now, if this 21-day is lost, we want to go to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 75.84, and then we'll come right here to the 75.52. But your box right here is still very, very much intact, okay? So we just draw this line right across here. We take this 79.29. That's still very much intact on a closing basis. So your box right here is very, very much intact. Now, again, if, big if here, if, you know, you're doing a lot of big energy here with this sideways action. So what you need here is you need just a blowout candle like we had here on the downside. So when you look at this, you know, we had a downtrending, and then what we got is we got this big downtrend. So you look at this candle, the high was 81.05 and the low was 77.09. So realistically, you had a 4-point drop. So what you need to do here to break out of this range, usually when you have this much energy, you'll have a nice big, anywhere from 3 to 4 point gain, and you'll know it that you're going to be breaking out of this range. So right now, you see what you have here. If you look to the left of the chart, you have 79.62, 79.29, 79.60, and then we have 79.77. See how that provides that just right across resistant level. And then we look at the bottom here. What do we have is you have a nice, good, rounded bottom. So you basically got like a cup going on here. And then I like this. We have low, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low. Now, again, if this does sell off, you can come all the way down to the 50-day, and actually we could get down even lower. As long as we hold these candles here, this is still pattern is very, very bullish. Okay, so let's just take a look at it again. Watch that 8 SMA. Very, very crucial, 77.83. And then watch this key 200-day here. This is sitting at, let me see here, 77.76, okay? Very, very key levels. If that is lost here, we can come down to the Hondo at 76.89, and then your 21-day looking very, very strong here so far, 76.44. Because look how many times it's held this here. Very nice. Even though it went down below, it closed above. It closed above into your big red candle, okay? Again, if that's lost, we come here to the 75.84, 75.52, and then if that's lost, we have a nice 50 SMA here sitting at 74.86. Now, again, even if that is lost here on a closing basis, we can come to the top of this candle. You have 74.22, and then we have 73.56, 73.23 here, and then we have 72.38, 77.71, and then 79, I should say, and then 71.41. So even if this pattern comes all the way down to this level here, it's still very bullish because of the low, the higher low, the higher low, the higher low. But I don't know if it's going to come all the way down. If this sells off here, you have so much good support underneath here, it might tag that 50-day, and again, it'll be just a really good scalping opportunity. So right now, it's just not ready to pop here, but I just don't like these when you have these double candles like here, that just a tweezer top. I just don't ever like that because you got two stickies here, especially the second one is lower here. That just tells me that this wants to come down lower here. Okay, so always just kind of remember that level right there, that we just don't want that see candles like this. Okay, so now on the upside, if you can hold this level here, then what we do is we look to basically to today's high. So you're looking at 79.28. That 79.29 is key, and then we have your key level here of that 79.62. Above that, we have that 79.77 right here. That'd be your next level. And then we watch the candles, but realistically, just bring your trace channels over. These are your bigger targets, 83.60. Bring him over. Okay, you have 85.90, and then bring him over here. You have 89.85, and then we always want to watch the top of this candle because that was your breakout candle, 92.43, and then we have a retest of 95.03. So always look to the left of the chart. It's always easy when this has a run up like this, and then where it stops, where it comes down, and as it breaks through, this is always going to be support and resistance level, very key level. So again, if you can close above this key level here at that 79.62, I mean, really, on a big time basis, like 3 or 4 points up here, then I say just follow these price channels and we can work itself all the way on up. Now your RSI here is still looking very good. You're still bullish here on your MACD. Is kind of flattening out here a little bit here. I just don't like that tweezer top going on there, and it just, when you get those, usually it looks like you're going to sell right on down. Okay, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. Okay, here we have your weekly and your monthly chart. Now, see this candle? See, I just don't like that here so far. So we got to see how that's all gonna, kind of shake out here. But again, what you really want to watch your key levels here. And now you have one more day basically till tomorrow. You really want to close above that 77.55 here and that 76.83. There's your 21 day, and then you have nice support there at 75.79. If that is lost here, we do have support here on your monthly chart here of 73.38, and then you could come down to the 72.93. But I'm not too worried about it here because even if this sells down your 200-day, look how many times that has held this here very, very nicely. But realistically, just watch, by the end of the day tomorrow, that the 50-day, your 21-day here, and then your key level here is your 75.79. Your 8 SMA. Now, again, if we can close above that 79.62 that we made yesterday, then we have some nice targets here on your monthly chart. You want to look at that right there, 79.79, and then we want to look to your 21-day here at 81.17. Those will be your next targets here on your SMAs here. But again, we have to get and close above that 79.62. Not intraday where she pops up and comes down, but close above. RSI looking good. MACD green above your red. Still got your cross. Still got the momentum. Looking very good. This thing here needs some work. But then this is on a monthly basis, which ends today. So I don't think we're going to get that crossover here this afternoon. Okay, that's what we got on the crude. Let's check out, see what's going on with natty gas. Okay, natural gas. Absolutely great scalping today in the natural gas. I hope everybody made some money today. Remember, always watch that EIA report that really sent it rocketing up. I think it was UNG. I think it was like 1670, and then it just rocketed right up to 1713. I scalped at UNG 3 times today, and I think I got $1.25. But I'm saying I'm trading 5,000 shares, so that was a really good day here in the UNG. Like same way with the crude, with the UCO, I trade 5,000 shares here. If you can break above on UCO, on the crude oil of that 79.29, get a clear close, then I'll be balls out in the UCO. But right now, it's just a scalping process, same way with the UNG here. Because right now, what we had is we had a higher high today. Yesterday's high, we had 1.782, and then today we had a little bit higher high. It got as high as, what did we have yesterday? 1.906, and then today we had 1.918. So we had just a little bit higher high. But again, what we're looking at here is we just really needed to hold this key 21 SMA here. This is very, very key, okay? So again, and it's holding it. You have a little red day, no big deal. Now remember, the rig count will be out tomorrow at 1 o'clock for crude and for natural gas. But this is what we need to hold. We need to hold this key 1.82 level, and then right below it here, we want to look to the bottom of yesterday's candle. That's 1.78. And then we want to watch at 1.74. So that's what we really want to watch here. Okay, but you can see this 8 SMA here, how nice it's curling up. And if you can get right above that 21 day, that's very, very bullish. And then you want to look here to the left. So what you want to do here when the futures open here today at 6 p.m., you want to watch the top of this candle, 1.91. And then again, if we can get above here, we have some really nice price levels here, 1.99, 2.04, 2.10, 2.12. But realistically, it's going to be the top of that candle right here is what we're looking for as a target. Okay, 2.168. If we can get above that, we have resistance right here, but realistically, you're going to go right to that 50-day at 2.31. But again, we have to look at, level to level. So first target we look at on the upside here is 2.168. Now, on the downside, you definitely want to hold this key level. That's 1.82. And then right below it, we look to yesterday's low at 1.78. And then we have your 8 SMA at 1.74. Now, if this comes, say it just comes unglued and it loses it, well, then we just follow these candles down, okay? So basically here, we'll look to the top of that. You got 1.73. We have 1.71 here. You got 1.66, 1.59, and then 1.58, and we have a retest all the way down here at 1.52. But right now, I think this bottom here has been put in, and I just think what you do is you're going to have maybe a sideways action here, but as long as you hold that 21-day and that 8-day, you're looking very, very bullish. Okay, so remember, if you can higher your big target, 2.16, 2.31. On a downside, just watch the 8, 1.82, and watch that 8 SMA at 1.74. Those are your downside targets. RSI here looking very, very good. Very bullish here on your MACD. Shows good momentum. Okay, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. Okay, weekly chart. Bigger up a little bit. Okay, finally, we had such a sideways action and then this right off the cliff. Then we had this bottoming, and now we have a nice green candle here for the week that made a nice higher high than what we did last week. Okay, very, very nice. So now we have some really nice upside targets. So the next level we'll be looking for here is going to be that 2 point. If we can get above that gap at 2.16, then we have that 2.196 here. And then we also have that 50-day, 2.56 above that. We have the 21-day at 2.63. So finally, we're getting something here where we can get this natty gas out of the hole and get a roll on here. Now, your MACD here is still bearish, your green below your red here, so we got to wait and see. We have positive divergence on your RSI here, so this here is all looking good. Now, when we look here on the monthly chart, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, we follow these candles all the way on down until we came to the bottom of this candle here, 1.52, and where did she go? 1.52. So we knew exactly where it was going to go if it kept on selling. And if it got below that, we knew the target was going to be 1.44. Now, I've been always harping on this SMA here. Okay, see the 1.94. Now look at the candle that we're putting in here. So we got to see how we start off here next month and see if we can get that back above. You need to get it back above this 1.94 where you can get the price back in the game, as I always say. Okay, get it back in the game because your price channel is not falling off here. It's just basically sideways. Let it get back in the game here, and then we can start trading on the upside. Okay, let's take a look here at the hourly and 4-hour. Okay, hourly chart. I pointed this out. Low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Very, very nice pattern, even though it sold down. Held the 50 SMA here. Held the 50-day SMA here again. Okay, so this is why you want to trade the charts. Okay, so you pretty much know where it's going to go when it does sell down. Now on the upside, what we want to do is we want to watch this key 21 SMA here now at 1.866, and then we want to look at 1.869 is your 8 SMA. We want to get back above that. So what we had here this morning is when we tuned in, we had that 1.906, and then this looked like maybe a double top situation where it did come down. However, see this big, look at old CO sticky here? Okay, he popped up. This was when the EIA report come out. So always have your finger on the trigger when that EIA report. So even if you say, hey, I just want to scalp long. Okay, when that report came out, it just rocketed up. You could have I just jumped on it and then jumped right off of it. Okay, made 50 cents. Boom, I'm out of it. Okay, just like that. Now, if it went higher, I can always buy it back. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I had no intention of shorting anything today. I mean, I like trading at KOLD here, but really I just think this is a nice scalp long chart here now since we put this bottom situation here. So then it came on down here. Now we just couldn't get anywhere high. So right here, you look at this candle, you had 1.89, and then we tried to do it again here. We had 1.892, you had 1.895. Okay, so that did not work. You couldn't blow through, and then there had a red candle all the way and down. So right now I'm flat. I have no position in UNG or KOLD or Boyle or nothing. I'm absolutely flat here. Now I just wait because I'm just scalping this here until we can get that gap fill at basically 2.168. Once we do that there, then I can see where you maybe have a little pullback. You know, I need to have the chart build up a little bit better than what it is. But if you look at the 4-hour chart here, you can see where the stair step down, and then we had a nice series of higher low, 1.52, then we had 1.58, 1.59, and then she just starts rocking up. But I like your 8 SMAs on the upswing, 21-day on the upswing, 50-day on the upswing. Looking all very good here. But again, now we got to get back above this 1.918, and then we can rock it higher. Okay, that's how we look at it. But right now here, it's just still a scalper's market. Really good trading in UNG here today. I say again, I scalped it 3 times. Very, very good trading. But don't be afraid to, take some off the table. Don't ever worry about, oh, I got to catch the low. I got to sell the high. Screw all that. Get that meat in the middle. That's what you really need. That's the money right there. That's the money shot right there. That meat right there in the middle. That's all you really need. And then we can always buy it again. We got a computer right here. We don't have to make no calls. We can just trade it anytime you want. I can be in and out of any trade in less than 20 seconds. Okay, so that's how you have to look at it. So let's just watch the futures tonight and see what happens there with the crude oil, with that tweezer top, and then let's watch that natural gas here to see if we can break through this 1.91 here, or if we're going to take a little bit lower. The key to this natural gas here is that 21 SMA on the daily and that 8 SMA on daily. As long as those hold, if that 8-day can curl up here, then you are looking very, very good for natty gas to go higher. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock, and we will do it all over again. Thanks for watching.